Hello and welcome back. This is Robin and you're watching English Fluency with Robin. Today we are going to part 20 of English grammar. It is simple present tense and habitual actions. In the last part 19, we started with simple present tense and its real life applications. If you have missed out on that class, you can check English grammar playlist for part 19, and English grammar playlist link is provided in today's video description. You can click on that link to watch from part 1. Simple present tense is used to talk about our habitual actions and things that we do in a repetitive manner. Okay, so simple present tense introduction class was given in the last class. What is the use of simple present tense? It is used to talk about our habitual actions. So whenever I talk about something, I will be highlighting on the screen with the mouse, and you can see those sentences in light blue color. Please read along with me and participate in the class actively. Before we get started, I like to remind you that I see this not only as a YouTube channel but as a real classroom, and you people as my real students. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask in the comment section. I'll be happy to clear your doubts and reply to your comments as well. Okay, so let's get started. Simple present tense is used to talk about our habitual actions and things that we do in a repetitive manner, something that we do regularly on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, etc. So it is repetitive. That's what you have to remember. And we don't need to learn all these grammar rules and all. We need to learn the basic format of this simple present tense, and we will learn multiple examples related to your real life situations. That is what this is all about. There is no need of mugging up any grammar rules. So we'll start with some grammar rules or some format here, maybe a 10% or something. Then we will continue with real life examples so that you can start using this in your real life situations. Okay, so let's get started. Habitual actions is the heading here. I will come to that later. Here, look at the format here. In simple present tense, the format is subject plus base form of verb or first form of verb plus object. So do remember that there is no need to by heart this. You will learn with examples. Subject means I, we, you, they, etc. He, she, etc. That's what we start the sentence with, and it is followed by the base form of verb. That is the first form of verb, and again with the object. So when we look at these examples, I can give you the format in detail. The first example is I wake up at 5 a.m. This is habitual actions, the things that you do on a regular basis. For example, suppose that you are someone who is working in a company and this is your daily routine or your habitual actions, that something that you do in a repetitive manner on a regular basis. So let's connect it to your real life situations. Don't see this as a grammar. You can imagine yourself in this situation and think that you are doing all these things on a daily basis. Okay, so you can start with when do you wake up from sleep and what do you do after that in an order. So we'll look into examples here. Habitual actions means something that you do on a regular basis. These are your habitual actions. Imagine you doing these in your real life situations. What do you do on a regular basis from morning to evening, morning to night? That's what I am discussing here, because simple present tense is used to talk about your habitual actions or anything that we do in a repetitive manner. Okay, so look at these examples and read along with me. I'll be highlighting in light blue color. Okay, so imagine yourself in this situation. You are in this situation. This is what you do from morning to evening. This is the application of simple present tense. I wake up at 5 a.m. Please look at the screen and read along with me. I have highlighted in light blue color. I wake up at 5 a.m. Here I is a subject and wake up is a verb. So wake up is the first form of verb. Remember, you use the first form of verb or the present form of verb to talk about a habitual action. This is okay. So you wake up at 5 a.m. I wake up at 5 a.m. That is the first one. I get down from my bed. Okay, next one is I get down from my bed. What is the meaning of get down? That means you are getting down from a higher position. You are on your cot, you are on your bed, then you get down. Okay, so I get down from my bed is the second one. I is a subject and get down is the verb part here. That is the first form. Then what do you do after that? I spread the bed sheet. So you are using a bed sheet. So once you get down from your bed, you spread the bed sheet. Spread, what is the meaning of spread? Okay, if you because you have been using that bed sheet at night, so normally it will be wrinkled. It will be a little bit wrinkled, right? So what you have to do, you spread the bed sheet in a proper manner. Okay. After that, what do? I fold my blanket and keep it on the bed. I fold my blanket and keep it on the bed. What is the meaning of blanket? Blanket is something that you use just like a bed sheet at night to keep you from getting cold. Okay. So Keep means, you know what is the action of keep. You are keeping something somewhere. I fold my blanket and keep it on the bed. That is your next action. Here I is the subject, fold is the verb, and my blanket is the object. Then I keep it on the bed. Here keep is the verb. We are using two action verbs here because I have connected this sentence using the linking word and. Otherwise you can write it in two sentences like I fold my blanket, I keep it on the bed. So I have connected this into one sentence. That's why we are using I fold my blanket and keep it on the bed. Here and is the linking word. Fold is the action verb. Fold is an action verb. Keep is an action verb. Got it? So we will revise once again, starting from I wake up at 5 a.m. I get out from my bed. I spread the bed sheet. I fold my blanket and keep it on the bed. So all these sentences are, you can see that the verb is in simple present form. So let's continue. I brush my teeth. So this is what you do on a regular basis. It is your habit. Remember, we are talking about habits. Brushing your teeth, that is something you will never forget because it's your habit. It is something that you do on a regular basis. You got the idea? Here brush is a simple present form or the present form of the verb. I is the subject, brush is the verb, my teeth is the object part. Remember, always the verb comes in the middle. In an English sentence, whatever be your language, if your native language is different from English, it is other than English. Any other language other than English, remember when you translate to English, make sure when the English sentence has the verb or the action verb in the middle. Got it? Here I brush my teeth, brush is the verb. We start with the subject followed by a verb and then the object part. So I brush my teeth. Please imagine yourself in this situation and remember to prepare notes as well and feel free to ask any kind of doubts you have in the comment section. Okay, I brush my teeth. Again, what do you do after that normally? You can say I wash my face. Wash is a verb here. I drink tea. You can either say I have a cup of tea or you can say I drink tea. Both are same. So I is the subject, drink is the verb, tea is the object part. You can either say I have a cup of tea or you can say I drink tea. Both are same. There is no difference in the meaning. So you can use either of them. I take a bath. You know what it is. After having tea, you take a bath. Okay. I have my breakfast. I have breakfast at 8:30 a.m. So 8:30 a.m. is the time when you have food in the morning. You have food in the morning at 8:30 a.m. This is something that you do on a regular basis. That is the reason why we have used simple present form. So here have has different meanings. Have has a meaning like ownership. I have a scooter, I have a car. That is a different one. Here we are using instead of eat. When we talk about breakfast, lunch, dinner, it is better to use have, not eat. You can say I eat something, I eat rice, that is fine. You are talking about the name of a food item, you can use eat. But better with breakfast, lunch, dinner, use the word have instead of eat. I have breakfast at 8:30 a.m. What's the next one? I get ready for work. You are someone who is working in a company, so you have to go to your office. Then what do you do after breakfast? I get ready for work. Get ready is the action verb here. You got it? Get ready. I get ready for work. That is the first form of verb. I get ready for work means that is not just today. You do it every single working day. Got it? Yeah. What comes next? I leave from my house at 8:45 a.m. So once you got ready, what do you do? After that, I leave from my house at 8:45 a.m. L-E-A-V-E. Leave has different meanings as noun and verb. Here, let us concentrate on the meaning in this context, in this situation. Here, leave means you are leaving from one place and going to another place because you want to go to your office, right? So what do you have to do? You have to leave your house first of all, then you go to office. So moving from one place to another. Got it? So I leave from my house at 8:45 a.m. L-E-A-V-E, that is a present form. Next one is I reach my office at 9:30 a.m. So if somebody asks you when do you reach your office usually? When do you usually reach here? I reach my office at 9:30 a.m. Remember, I like to remind you that please imagine this in your situation, in your life situation. Okay, I reach my office at 9:30 a.m. So here I is a subject, reach is a verb and my office is the object followed by the time. This is the time that you usually or on a daily basis you reach your office at this time. Got it? It is repetitive. It is something that you do on a regular basis. on every working day. I reach my office at 9:30 a.m. What do you do after that? You have a cabin for work. So what do? I enter my cabin. Enter means you go inside that cabin. Okay. I start my work. Then by afternoon, that is at 1 p.m. What do? I have lunch at 1 p.m. So after working from morning to noon, you have your lunch at 1 p.m. I have lunch at 1 p.m. Okay. I talk to my colleagues. What is the meaning of colleagues? Colleagues means somebody who works with you. Please read it as colleagues. The spelling may be confusing. Make sure to note down the pronunciation as well if you would like to. Okay. I talk to my colleagues. Okay. That means every day, every single working day, this is what you do after lunch. You talk to your colleagues. I leave from my office at 5 p.m. So after your work from morning to 5 p.m. what do? You leave from your office. I leave from my office. That means you leave from one place and go to another. You want to go to your house. What do? I leave from my office. Leave is the action verb or the first form of verb here. So I leave from my office at 5 p.m. means not just today, every single working day. This is the time. 5 p.m. is the time that you take leave, that you leave from your office and you go to your house. Okay. I reach my house at 5:30 p.m. So 5:30 p.m. is the time when you reach your house every single working day. I reach my house at 5:30 p.m. I have tea and snacks. Okay. I hope you understood the meaning. I don't think that needs further explanation. I watch TV for some time. So you take some time to watch TV. Watch is the verb here. I have dinner at 9 p.m. I go to bed at I go to bed at 10 p.m. That's the time you sleep. So we have discussed the activities that are right from morning to evening, and please remember this format: subject plus base form of verb plus object is the format that you use when you talk about your habitual actions or something that you do on a regular basis in a repetitive manner. Okay, please, you can take this screenshot or you can note it down later, or you can take a screenshot right now and note it down later, or you can write it down right now. Please remember to watch the video once or twice or maybe more than that until you understand. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll try my best to reply to you all your comments. If you have missed out on the previous classes, please watch from part 1. This is a course, okay, this is a English grammar course for real life situations, not just grammar rules. Please check the English grammar playlist for detailed classes. You can find the English grammar playlist link in today's video description, or you can find it from the channel homepage. If you found today's training session useful, kindly give me a like for this video. It's quite inspiring for me that I find people giving a like to my videos. I'll be happy if you found it useful. Okay, if you think this video is worth sharing, if you found it useful and if you think this is worth sharing with your friends and family, kindly do it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe, because you don't want to miss any upcoming training sessions. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope it was very useful for you. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask. So that's all for today. Have a great time. I'll be back with the next training session very soon. Bye.